So in this video, I'm going to show you how to set up workflows in the Soffront CRM. Workflows allow you to design and customize a CRM process to meet your specific business needs. You can break down your business process into stages and then define specific tasks and emails to go out corresponding to each stage. You can complete the tasks to advance to the next stage or automate the process. This allows the CRM users to automatically know the to-dos for each specific stage, minimizing the need for training. And this helps to standardize successful processes in your business and optimize poorly performing processes to be successful in the long run. So first of all, to get to workflows from the home screen, you select workflow under settings. And under workflows, we have different workflows. We have workflows for our accounts, for cases, for issues, opportunities. You can add different workflows for projects. That's very useful. Opportunities. So the main workflow that's used for the accounts is the accounts workflow. And when you go into the accounts workflow, by default, you see that there are different stages already set up. We have a lead stage, a contacted stage, the prospect stage, customer, and ex-customer. And you can rename each of these stages, and you can add additional stages. To rename them, you click on the pencil icon next to each stage. And to add a new stage, you hit this plus sign here next to add stage. One thing to keep in mind, though, if you actually shouldn't use the rename feature unless you don't have any accounts that are already in a particular stage. So what you want to do actually is create a new stage, and if you already have accounts, say for example in the lead stage, you'll want to create a new stage. If you want to move everything from lead and give it a different name, create a new stage, move everyone to that new stage, because otherwise each of the accounts will continue to have that same status of lead. So you move all those accounts that are in the lead stage into the new stage, and then you can go ahead and delete that old lead stage. So that's best practice. Unless you don't have any accounts in that stage, then it's fine to go ahead and rename it. So for each stage, you have different tasks, emails, and escalations that you can add. So as we can see, there's already some tasks and emails and escalations already assigned to this stage. So if we click on, we can copy a stage by selecting this icon. You can modify the stage by clicking the pencil icon, or you can remove the stage or delete it by clicking this X icon. So if we click on the pencil icon to modify, we see the details of this task. So this task is titled Set an Appointment. We have an owner for the task, sales rep. Let's do 1 day after creation date. So we can modify each of these details, and you can even set up reminders to give you an email or a pop-up and notify a sales rep. One of the other things that you can do is add a new email. So at a particular stage, you can tell it after so many days to go ahead and send an email to the customer. And in this email, you can add personalization. So for example, here it says hi, and then it says the first name. To add personalization, you hit this personalization drop down, and these are all the different fields from your database. So you can add, for example, the company name, their first name, their last name. So you can personalize the message with that. And then you can also select different templates to use You can set up a template, and you can use that template in this email that goes out. Down below in the body of the message, you can also add personalization. So if we click on this drop down, here's the same fields from our database. We can add personalization like the contact's first name. You can type the body of the message here. You can add YouTube videos, pictures, different tables. You can add hyperlinks. So to add a hyperlink, you would select a word and then click on the hyperlink button and then add the URL that you want that to link to. And then at the bottom, we can add our signature by clicking the Add Signature button. And then this will be replaced with your signature that's set up in the CRM. So to set up your signature in the CRM, you click on Home, All Settings, Email Signature. So you would put your email signature in there. So in addition to emails, we also have escalation. So with an escalation, you can tell the system that if this account has not progressed through the workflow in so many days, for example 15 days after the creation date, you can notify a particular person, or you can even reassign that account to a particular user to follow up. So at each stage you can add different tasks, different email, and different escalation events to each stage in this workflow. So this is for the accounts workflow, but if you were going to do, for example, project workflow, so the projects, by default, it has a simple workflow set up, new, in progress, and done. But you can get more advanced with this. So let's say you have a different project you wanted to work on, and you can add different stages such as initiation, planning, execution, monitoring, closure, and add different procedures for that business workflow for a particular type of project. Let's say I know I was working with an accountant, and she had different procedures for her year-end process, and she had a bunch of different accounting events that would happen with her clients on a regular basis. So you can set up different workflows for those projects as well, and name them each. Like, for example, one might be the year-end process, another one might be just a regular audit. So you can have different business processes set up here, and you can have multiple project workflows. If you were working with issues, you could have different workflows for that, cases, different workflows. So workflows are very useful to set up those business processes. And then so once you have those set up, if you can apply those workflows to your accounts in this example. So that accounts workflow is applied to our accounts. And so we see those same stages here: lead, contacted, prospect, customer, ex-customer. So you would click on these different links up above to change this account to the next stage in the workflow. And then those different emails and tasks or tests would show up here on the side. So to change an account to a different stage in the workflow, you can either just click on the next stage in the workflow, and then it's going to ask you, it's converting to X customers. You want to create those tasks that are in the workflow. By default, it's checked. And you want to complete the tasks that are in the previous workflow, such as process, the order, and then you would click on convert. You can also do them in mass. So if you're sitting on your accounts here, you can click on this convert button here, and you can perform the same task to convert those to a certain stage in the workflow. And you can also tell it what stage you want to change it to in the drop down, and how you want it to change the status of these tasks, complete the tasks, add the new tasks. And you can also select multiple accounts to do this to at one time and convert those to different stages in the workflow. So workflows are very powerful. This is how you set up your business process to make sure it gets done on a consistent basis.